Hi guys. We're just having a quick sort of discussion about HD remakes of games,
HD remakes.
and we are, or I am actually getting a little bit sick and tired of HD remakes.
HD remakes.
Now there are lots of good ones out there. That it's good to see a game that maybe you played 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to see remade. A lot of people haven't got an old PlayStation 2 or a PlayStation 1, and you want to see a remake of a game. So I've got a little pile here. So I want to sort of point out maybe a good version of a HD remake.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that got us really talking about this is that, we've got a couple of HD remakes that have already been out for a while. For example, Wind Waker. That came out on the Wii U.
GameCube originally.
Oh, that's right, GameCube originally, but then the remake was out on the Wii U.
Out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant to get a new sort of version of this, which HD graphics.
Does
It's
look
much
lush.
appreciated. A lot of people didn't play it before, so
You have to remember that cell shading is one of the few types that actually looks really good and really...
hold on. Right, there we go. Turn it off. Let's keep on going. So, Wind Waker.
Yeah, cell shading actually looks pretty good on in HD remake because it's so very crisp and clear. Same thing happened with Jet Set Radio, which was released on the Xbox Live arcade system,
Yeah.
setup rather, and was originally, of course, on the Dreamcast. Looks very nice. This is HD remakes done right for visuals. Gameplay-wise, there wasn't a real difference
No.
compared to the original one.
In fact, they've actually taken bits out of this to make it almost a shorter game, which part of me is going, hang on, I don't really agree with that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there were some bits that were like easier, like you could do things while holding the camera without having to restart again and over again. Actually, I just want to point out the difference in box art between the American and UK version and the Japanese version, which is way nicer.
another good example of a not I would say HD. Well, it is a HD.
Well, it was. I mean, Ikaruga is a shmup, which we talked about last time, but it was originally on the Dreamcast. Not really HD, but still very nice looking.
Well, not
Then it was
many
moved to
people
the-
could play that because it was on the Japanese Dreamcast.
That's right. That's right.
And then again, when it came to the UK, it was a £40 full price release.
I got it straight away on GameCube. Love it.
And I didn't because it was a £40 game, but I did like that genre. I was a student at the time, so I probably didn't have a lot of money.
It's true.
But then when it came out on Xbox Live, brilliant. You can play it again.
And of course, it was in
And
HD.
it was
looked
HD.
fantastic.
You've got online multiplayer. So they added content to it, and it was what, £7.99, £10, whatever 1,200 points was at the time.
Yeah, really nice. That's HD remake. I'm right. Again, not really much added to it. It was mainly online scoreboards, which are great for shmup.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you
but
want.
not a whole lot added, really. Nothing taken away. They even left in the weird side screen thing you could do if you want to turn your 500 quid HD telly sideways and
yeah.
break it. But it was in there, so there you go.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about this one. A bit controversial, but Halo. I'm sick to death of playing Halo on different systems because this has originally come out on the Xbox, then it was upgraded again for the PC.
Okay. Halo 2 actually. Was it Halo
No,
1 or 2?
Halo original came out for the PC as well. I've got that.
Oh,
And then it came out again, the anniversary edition with HD graphics.
yep.
Again, we've got it again, and now it's coming out on the Xbox One
Yep, that's right.
with, I imagine, even more improved graphics.
To be fair though, to play the advocate, it is coming out in a big setup with like 1, 2, and 3. So you're not just getting. I imagine it'll be around the usual price mark, like £60, £50. But
Yeah.
you are getting 3 games, which are all at the time and are still holding up to this day, good games in one full swoop. Plus, when they did the HD remake of Halo 1 for the Xbox 360, you did get a lot of extra stuff. So I know what Stu's saying. It's like how many times you want to keep releasing the same game.
I'm a big fan of Halo. I'm not a Halo. I've loved all the games. I want Halo 5. I don't want a remake of 1, 2, 3, or 4. I've done them all.
Yep.
You know, everyone's got an Xbox 360. I don't sound arrogant. Everyone's got an Xbox 360.
Why would you sound arrogant? 'Cause you've got
Well,
an
it's someone who hasn't got an Xbox.
We sold you all
360.
the Xbox 360.
You
We
know,
sold them to you.
Everyone's played Halo. Okay, they're brilliant games. I want to play the 5th one. I want to play the next one in the series and really enjoy it. That's what I want. I don't want to go and back and play the other 4 with slightly improved graphics.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Remember, if you are people who are going to definitely be behind this are going to be the guys who are big Halo fans, like Stu, but with more disposable income. So those guys and less scruples. But those guys are going to be going out and they are going to be picking it up again and again. So you know, are Microsoft just pumping us for cash? You know, are they just release the same game over and over again because they know that we like it?
Exactly. Was it 4 times that's been released?
4 times.
And now this is the game that triggered this video being made. Sleeping Dogs.
Slippy Dags.
Sleeping Tags.
Slippy Dags.
So for me, this was a mediocre. It was an alright, I'd say, a good. It says on there 9 out of 10. I'd give it a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
7. It's a solid 7.
Solid 7.
Yeah.
It was a good but not exceptional game that came out
For those
about
who don't
18
know,
months ago.
It was originally one of the True Crime series,
Mm.
and then it was upgraded to a kind of GTA light. I give it props because it did feature a lot of Asian stereotypes, but Asian like community. They had like full language and everything. So it was nice to see it, like, you know, different kind of protagonists, different kind of world being shown off and stuff.
Yeah.
That was cool, but it was still
brilliant.
GTA light.
Brilliant.
And it was you bought
Does
it 'cause
it
you're
does
waiting
it
for
does
GTA.
it need another £40
Not at all. Not at all.
remake? 18 months later
No.
with slightly better draw distance, a slightly higher resolution. Does it need that?
And the problem is because it's not a AAA game, it's certainly not a huge release. You know, for Square Enix, who I think are just really kind of pandering at the moment. I feel they're kind of tossing it out there because they know that GTA is coming out. Yep, again, you Square Enix again. It's kind of the thing now. They're like, what does the West like? We'll just throw it at them 4 times.
But that's it. But they just want to sort of. I feel like they're just trying to make money out of you guys.
I mean, don't forget they also did the Hitman re-release as well, which was Hitman 1 and 2.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
the
1, 2, and
PlayStation
3,
2 one.
HD.
HD again, and so I'm getting a little bit annoyed with these. But I'm going to contradict myself now.
Can you constrict yourself?
I'm to contradict myself.
Contract them.
Contract my.
Contractually constrict yourself.
Basically.
Right.
Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us has just got a HD remake.
The Last of Us came out literally like a year prior to its HD remake.
I know, but I somehow feel I'm not. I think a lot of owners of the Xbox have gone over to the PS4 and they've not experienced that amazing game.
So what you're saying that they're getting something that feels fresh to them.
Something. I mean,
And
I
certainly
played
anything
Last
like
of Us on the
Last of Us.
PS3.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm not going to buy it just to see, you know,
Well,
better
not even the camera
details.
mode. You get a new camera mode now. We can take pictures of people's faces or other stuff.
No, I'm not going to get that for
Camera mode,
a
it's
camera
the
mode and the DLC. I'm not going to get it for that.
But you got to remember that, like on
there's
the Xbox 360, there's not really much like that. Like stuff like Uncharted and The Last of Us. Really, not that much like third-person adventure stuff. Gears of War, kind of, but not really.
No. But that is, I think, an example of actually there is a market for it. I'm not going to buy it, and
I might buy it. I didn't finish it on PS3.
You didn't finish it.
No.
That's that amazing ending.
Somebody spoiled the ending for me, so I was like, eh.
Well, let's not mention the ending.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if we've really got anything else to say. I'm just looking at God of War there, and that's a game that has been released so many times.
They did God of War. Yeah, God of War on the PS2 first, obviously. Then you had it on the PS3. Was it on the PSP as well?
Yeah, they've had the PSP versions which they've re-released on the PlayStation 3.
Yep.
And then they've had the God of War 1 and 2 re-released again on the Vita.
Yep.
So
Now, that's not really HD, but it is a massive set of re-releases.
Yeah.
I personally enjoy God of War. I don't think it's a game I would play more than once. I certainly didn't really need it to be HD. So for me personally, God of War, that's a no. That's not one that needs to be HD. In fact, before we actually wrap this up, I want to see what you guys think of some of the re-releases.
But I'll tell you one thing that I am really excited about. I think the general opinion around the sort of gaming community is the remake of Resident Evil.
Yep, that's it.
They're remaking the GameCube version of Resident Evil, and that's going to come out on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, all across there.
Now that does look
because that was a brilliant
really
game,
nice.
And that was last released 12 years ago. So that's a kind of, I think, a good.
I think we can arguably say that Resident Evil 1 is like still like up there with scary games, like this horror genre. But for today's gamers, the graphics of Resident Evil 1 don't cut it. Like, you know, the bit when everyone knows the bit where the dog jumps through the window, that's scary 12 years ago. Nowadays, it's that brown and red mess shatters through a crystally looking mess, and then you can't turn properly, and then you die, and it's just stupid. It doesn't work these days.
But I think a HD remake, and apparently it's got a whole new set of controls as well on there.
Probably using the game controls, which are very nice either way, which are taken from the basically 4 controls. I mean, there's so many like HD remakes now. I mean, you got things like Final Fantasy X just got a HD remake.
Yeah.
You got Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. They got a HD remake, which I did like, and it was nice because it was hard to get hold of on PS2, so fair play. Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter. You know, those guys got them. Didn't we think they needed them? Sly Raccoon got one.
Sly Raccoon. I just feel it's a bit too much of a trend of just re-releasing games rather than making new games.
Yeah, I think if you are going to release a HD remake of a game, do a collection. I'll take the Jack and Daxter 1, 2, and 3 collection in HD, charge me 40 quid, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to put it out there as it is, like Final Fantasy X, for example, maybe not so much. I think if it's going to be a retread of old ground, there's got to be value behind it. Otherwise, you're just kind of poking me for more money.
Yeah.
That's our opinion.
So, what's your opinion on HD remakes?
What do you think?
I think ours is generally, you know, we're a little bit in favour of more newer games.
Yep. We'd rather see something new than like a retread of the old.
Or but we do appreciate some of the HD remakes, but we want to know what your opinion of them is.
And what's your favourite ones, if you like any, or your worst ones, if you don't like any? Let us know.
Thanks very much.